Hi, Dr. Terri DeNeui here, nurse practitioner and founder of Evexias Medical Centers. I'm getting ready to do a video series based on what I've learned over the last 3 weeks researching this novel coronavirus and some things that you could do to help boost your immune system, dispelling some myths out there about hand washing and things like that. But I just want to say, please do not take this as medical advice. I'm sharing what I've learned, but it is very important that you take information back to your trusted healthcare provider and create a plan for your health. Thanks. Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Terri DeNeui, nurse practitioner and researcher. I have been very steeped in research over the last 3 weeks regarding coronavirus, this novel new coronavirus. And I just want to share some interesting things with you today. There's a lot of information on the internet. I had the privilege of doing a webinar with a Stanford immunologist researcher 3 weeks ago. And then the following week, another amazing medical researcher that's just done some incredible work in the area of this virus for many, many months now. But I just want to just make sure we're all on the same page, because I have patients every day asking for clarity and what is really going on, because you just don't know what you can believe sometimes online. So I'm just going to break it down for you and talk a little bit about what's the difference between the coronavirus of 2003 and the current coronavirus, and then some things we can do to help ourselves be protected. So the first thing is to understand coronavirus isn't new. Coronaviruses have been around forever. This is a new mutation of the coronavirus. So the SARS coronavirus of 2003, a lot of us remember that one. People got really sick with it. But this one is called SARS-CoV-2, and that is actually the virus. Now, the disease, the sickness, the illness that's caused from the virus is actually what we're referring to as COVID-19. So that's when you get sick with the virus. And then some vulnerable populations, people with other comorbidities like heart disease and diabetes and things like that, lung disease, smokers, elderly population, immune compromised, they don't have a really robust immune system, can sometimes succumb to the respiratory distress, the pneumonia and respiratory distress that can result from being infected with this virus. So what is the difference? What is making this virus so exponentially different and causing so much caution than the virus of 2003? Well, the number one thing is that this virus has what we call spike proteins. So I'm sure you've seen, these pictures of this virus with these little things sticking out. Well, these spike proteins have what's called these furin cleavage sites, and that is what that is part of, and I'm just going to very high level explain it, what is connecting and latching onto lung tissue. This virus likes to replicate in the lungs, and that is why people that have comorbidities and lung issues, or maybe COPD, asthma, things like that, smokers, vapors, watch out. Because you'll be very vulnerable as well. So that's the one thing. And then the other thing that makes this virus very, very different is the majority of people that are exposed to the virus, over 80% we now know, either have very mild symptoms or no symptoms. And so that is what has made it so easily spread, because in the early stages, many of us might have been exposed and we felt okay, so we were out there, and then we were spreading it unknowingly, which is why we've had to institute this social distancing until we kind of got a handle on what is this virus really about, what is really the death toll, and so forth. And we're just gathering information every single day. So that is just high level, a little bit about what makes this one different than other viruses of the past. Because the flu and H1N1 and some of these really powerful other viruses that we've experienced, they make us really sick. So when we're sick with the flu, we tend to stay home and stay in bed. And again, the mild symptoms of this thing is what makes it very, very different, in addition to the spike proteins. On the next video, I'm going to talk a little bit about the whole mask conversation and, should we wear a mask? Should we not wear a mask? How is this thing spread? And so forth. So stay tuned and catch me on the next video.